The 6 worst homes for first-time buyers. Choosing to buy first home is somewhat unnerving. Searching for a house is nervousness actuating. That is an entire distinctive level of frenzy. Consider the possibility that buyers buy this home and the ideal place goes ahead the market 7 days after the fact. Consider the possibility that buyer went up abhorring the place in the year. Sadly, there isn't a one-measure-fits-all recipe for first homes. And no, we can't thoroughly distress the procedure. Be that as it may, we can enable buyer to maintain a strategic distance from the greatest slip-ups. Also, things being what they are, a few homes simply aren't right for the normal first-time buyer. Simply ahead and investigate. Here are the 6 worst homes for first-time buyers. 1. The one that is excessively comfortable. Buyer might not have kids when he buys his first house. He may not anticipate kids. In any case, those plans could change in the following 5 to 10 years, and that little 2-room noteworthy home we have been peering toward may go from perfect to comedian auto little. On the off chance that buyer is as of late hitched and plans to begin a family, don't buy a 2-room home. Unless buyer bunk the children together, he will move once the second youngster goes along. 3 is by and large a decent normal. On the off chance that he winds up remaining there longer than anticipated, he can begin a family and still be agreeable. 2. The bloater. On the other side, buyer shouldn't simply get the greatest house he can fit the bill for, either. 5 rooms may bode well for him later on, however in the event that it's simply he and his accomplice now, he presumably won't require those other 4 rooms for quite a long time. Meanwhile, he will be conveying a considerably bigger home loan than he need or can deal with. There's nothing more regrettable than buying more house than he require and having an update come via the post office consistently as he rummaged to make installments. 3. The cash pit. Buyer may be enticed to buy a more seasoned fixer-upper. All things considered, buyer have observed so much HGTV he could give Bob Vila a keep running for his cash. However, be watchful how much recovery he go up against. On the off chance that the home needs maybe a couple biggish tasks and a modest bunch of little end-of-the-week occupations to get into consummate condition, buyer may end up as a winner. In any case, on the off chance that he can recognize 12 issue regions now, he may wind up going broke trying to repair that place. Rather, pick a fixer-upper with an end and locate. Buyer, for the most part, encourages individuals to keep it basic like kitchens and showery designs. 4. The end-of-the-week stealer. Is the front yard a tropical garden? Does the house have a swimming pool out back? Is there an enormous vegetable garden that requires tending? Those highlights may look incredible now, yet would buyer truly like to spend each end of the week keeping up his home? Pools, hot tubs, expound finishing, and so on are incredible in principle, however, require support. In case buyer is not up for the test, move along. 5. The fantasy crusher. In a perfect world, he will live in his first home for some time, perhaps make a couple of changes, and offer it for a benefit later so he can move up to a considerably more great cushion. Be that as it may, that doesn't mean he should take a gander at each home for its venture potential. Now and again his eager home enhancements won't mean much to the following buyer. What's more, here and there that home just wouldn't go up in value, regardless of what upgrades he makes. On the off chance that buyer influence aligned to home in the most noticeably bad piece of the city into the Taj Mahal, he is never going to recover the cash. In the event that his explanation behind making an offer is the thing that he may receive in return after he offer it, consider the market deliberately before he make the dive. 6. The doorbuster. In the event that we have discovered a decent arrangement on a home, simply ahead and congratulate himself for being a standard real estate expert. In any case, at that point stop and ask him for what valid reason the arrangement's so awesome. Is the area somewhat lumpy? He may spare tons of money before all else, yet there additionally may be huge issues if and when he endeavored to sell the home later on. Regardless of the possibility that we don't anticipate having kids, or he couldn't care less if an area is somewhat unpleasant around the edges, future buyers may, and that implies he might be compelled to sell a similar markdown he got when he bought the house. Furthermore, no one needs their choices as a first-time buyer to return and frequent them as a first-time seller. For free samples of probates, inherited, foreclosures, absentees, landlord, vacant, code violations, evictions list, visit www.ralsupermarket.com.